I really feel that that the near-death experience could have been an early influence on some of the biblical writers and the biblical scholars of of antiquity, of time, before Christ, and Judaic text and the Essenes and some of those time periods. I really feel that those people, I mean, because near-death experiences have been with humans as long as there's been humans, and I really think that it's been inspirational. If it's inspirational for us today, it's been inspirational for mankind throughout the ages.
Yeah, totally. So it would be an obvious source. I mean, having that experience and then looking at what these religions are talking about, it seems like, hey, we have a match in a way. Yes. I mean, it really seems, no?
Yes, because a lot of times when you read some of the older texts, the biblical texts, the Old Testament, that sort of thing, there seems a lot of parallels in their beliefs, in the golden rules and all of that just tend to feel very much like the inspiration that you get while you're in the light, that it's so simple that, I mean, it doesn't have to be as complicated as we're making it today. That God really is a very loving being that has our best interest at heart. It's our creation that tends to make things difficult in this world, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe what it is you experience? Would you describe that as what they interpret as God? Would you say that's what you experience, or how would you explain where you went?
My experience is when I entered into the light and I got closer to the light appeared to me to be millions of fragments of light. And they were all alive and breathing and pulsating with life. And they were billions upon billions upon billions of these fragments. And it felt like they were all the beings that ever were and all the beings that ever will be were composed of this light. And as I got closer to the light, the love from that light was permeating into me. And I realized that I didn't have a body, that I was one of those fragments. That my consciousness, me, who I am right now, was a part of that consciousness. Only I was bigger. Bigger isn't really a proper word for this, but there was more expansive. I was much more expansive than the consciousness that I have here, because there was more of me there than there is here. Only a fragment of my light came back into this body. The greater totality of the true being that is me is still connected to that light.